All right, here is what I'm taking with me to work today. That's the last of my watermelon juice, the last of my first watermelon that I cut for the season, my jiggy jackfruit salad that is on fire. That's my fake ranch dressing. I didn't even like ranch when I had ranch, and that's my pineapples and kiwis. So this is what I'm taking with me to work. Listen, you have to stay hydrated. It's not that complicated. Now, I'm no brand rep. Um, I don't get paid to tell you what water to drink, so I'm not even gonna go down that slippery road. But I will tell you sometimes I drink out of plastic. Again, I told you I don't get paid to tell you who to drink from. So um I do the glass bottles. Um I have not had, hold on, I gotta think about this. Spring water from a creek. Trying to think if any of my hikes that we do that or somebody's house. I don't recall at the moment, but yeah, so I switch it up. And then spring water in the bottle, spring water in this bottle. I'm drinking. Um Going to look at my notes so that I can stay one accord because I gotta get up out of here. Um so it is day 25, and a lot of people make things complicated with lifestyle. Um, this journey, this month of me doing the live and raw mostly, you already know what the slicky slack 1% area is, and I'm okay with reminding you that is those plantain chips. But just doing all fruit. But this is um, reiterating and putting double down in concrete for me that weight loss, weight releasing, or any releasing is easier than we make it. It is simple. Um, so staying hydrated definitely can play a big factor in your weight moving. I'm in a lot of fasting groups, juicing groups, um, just these, these groups where people are conscious about doing different things. And people are just like baffled about weight not moving. But then they tell their own story. Oh, I'm not drinking a lot of whatever, blah blah blah, and I'm eating all of this, and why am I not losing? Why am I not releasing? You just answered your own question. You're not staying hydrated. When I juiced for 60 days, there were people who I was hearing them say, "Oh, you don't poop after X amount of days." I was like, "No, you're wrong. You don't poop because you don't stay hydrated." So the bowel movements was still happening throughout the entire 60 days. I was drinking water, juice, and juice with water. And then, I was busting down at least 2 gallons. I want to say around maybe the 40-day mark. It could be earlier, it could be later. I don't recall. I did take notes. But I was having bowel movements. I was still regulating with urine. I wasn't running to the bathroom because my body had regulated with me just consuming the liquids for that duration of time. They knew I wasn't going to be getting anything else, so I wasn't peeing as much. Um, but I was releasing weight, and I got really small because I was being consistent with that hydration. Okay, so the water regulates or helps with regulating the body temperature. Um, Excuse me, yawn. Okay, thank you, yawn, for coming through one time and letting me talk. She learning. Um, so people always talk about room temperature water, and room temperature water is the room temperature that the water is in. Room temperature water does not have to be hot. I want the world to know that. And I feel like there's not a lot of people talking about that or enough. Like people are like, I don't like room temperature water. If you put your water in a freezer, like a walk-in freezer, that is room temperature. So for somebody to say, who likes cold water. They don't want it room temperature. You gotta think before you speak, okay? So I know a lot of times, which is, see, this is this nonchalant way of thinking. Everybody think room temperature is hot. Wintertime, if you go into your house with your heat off, which you shouldn't be running because, you know, your house is a little different than apartment buildings, your house is cold. That is room temperature. Enough. So we want to drink the water when it's room temperature on the cooler, not warm side, right? Cooler, still enough to, I mean, I could drink. Listen, when I'm thirsty, I'm drinking the water I'm going to drink. Now, if it's like hot, like boiling water, then that's a different story. I'm not going to like throw no water down and scarf my throat. Yeah. But when you're thirsty, drink that water. I bet you feel fine right after. Cold water gives you sharp pains. I like cold water. I'm not drinking it when I first get up, especially if I want it. Um, that's a no-no, especially when you first get up. It's a dub. Your body has been resting, and then you just like shock it with cold water. Bam. Mm-hmm. I just spoke about this, how the water supports digestion. So I like to drink either 30 minutes before I eat or 30 minutes after, because it will help with digestion. Like, it is redundant, but it's gonna help with filling you up and pushing that stuff out. All right, I don't drink and eat because that's sending red light, green light to your body. One system, one system. You tell them one to go, one to stop, one to go, one to stop. Let's do them like this. Okay. Liquids and solids move differently in the body. Promotes skin health. Does that need to be explained? It promotes skin health. You can tell when someone is dehydrated or they're lacking enough hydration, because some people be thinking they drinking enough or even eating enough stuff with water that it's doing that. You could also have like cotton mouth, but it all depends on your journey, whatever you're doing, because if you dry fasting, then of course you're gonna have the dry mouth feeling. But let me tell you this, when you need something to drink right after you eat, you, my friend, have eaten something that has pulled and zapped all of the moisture out of your body. So now your body is like, red alert, drink something now. Drink it now. And that's why you're like, I gotta drink something in my mouth. Like Popeye's biscuits, crackers, anything you eat. Be mindful of yourself and be like, damn, let me see how quick do I need something to drink. Because when you eat fruit, you don't want to run and go get water. Right? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Okay? When you eat the stuff that has no hydration in it and pulls moisture out your body, you're going to go run for that water. You're going to run for them liquids. And that is a little red flag. It's a little red flag. Hi, little red flag. Please pay attention to that little red flag until, well, don't wait until it gets big. It aids in weight loss. Yeah, I just spoke about that with the whole 60-day thing. It also helps with suppressing appetite, because sometimes you'll be thinking you're hungry and you're just thirsty. Yeah, so I appreciate the liquids just for that. Usually with water. So people be like, oh, how much I gotta drink? Aim for about half your body weight. Yawn is chiming in a lot. That's all I just want to tell y'all. Room temperature is, again, what I want to touch on again. So I want to go back to, real quick, the body temperature thing. So like if you're outside and you're playing sports, right? Clearly you want some water with like chill right to it. But again, that cold shit or even in the heat, you can't bust that back. If it's cold, you gonna like you can't drink it straight. When it's regulated temperature or cool enough for your body to take in at one time, you able to bust the whole bottle down one time. So it helps with regulating your temperature when you're outdoors. I wanted to make that reference because a lot of people do sports outside. So, or whatever type of sport it is, whether it be hiking, football, whoever in between, all of that, it helps regulate the body temperature. So now back to how much you should be drinking. Again, half of your body weight. At least aim for it. If you don't, then ain't nobody gonna shoot you. It ain't not gonna happen. Okay. Um, and room temperature helps you get down with a little bit more. I start my day with regular what is it? Regular spring water, and then tea, and then my juice that has water in it. Now, just gonna wrap it up. I'm getting better with my time, y'all. I'm getting better with my time. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. So the tips I have to share are to carry a bottle of water, keep it in your car, not the whole day, with you. Okay? Especially in the heat. Put the water when it's cold. It's all right to. I keep my water in the car when it's cold outside because, I mean, yeah. Um, Having water on you, whether you're at work, whether you're traveling, whatever you're doing, is gonna be right there to be like, if you're really hungry, you'll drink this first, and then 30 minutes later, you'll eat if you are really hungry. So it just helps to have it there. It's almost like having a snack on you so that you won't jump in and get into anything else, or having a meal on you. So you can be like, you know what? I'm gonna follow what I prepped, and I'm having this first, and if I want it after, then I'll have it after. Set reminders if you need. We all have phones that have alarms, or we have apps that can tell us, hey, it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Um, you can infuse your water if you don't like plain water. If you don't like plain water, those are signs that you have some serious parasites to face and deal with. But anyway, moving along. Infused flavored water like cucumbers, mint, lemon, ginger. What else? I love them. I love coconut water, especially from the coconut. So amazing. The coconut meats, just so good, so good. Oh my god. Um, you can eat your water. It's watermelon season. It's melon season. Honeydew, cantaloupe, um, cucumbers, bell peppers, tomatoes, zucchini. We can eat all these guys. Um, but you could look up and see which fruit are higher in water. The melons are like a landslide with the water, and that includes cucumbers. Um, and limit your dehydrating beverages because a lot of people like to start their day with coffee and or some type of caffeine. The tea I drink does not have any caffeine in it. Um, but if you have to have caffeine, just know that you're gonna have to double up on that water or triple up on that water because guess what? You're gonna eat stuff that's gonna deplete you of your hydration as well. So limit your dehydrating beverages. Okay, just limit them. I ain't even gonna tap into anything else with that. But this journey with staying hydrated is not challenging for me. But at work, I make sure I just tell my coworkers, like, yo, I'm drinking a lot of juice, drinking water, and I'm eating a lot of fruit that's high in water, so I will be ping ponging back and forth. So when y'all looking for me, you know where I'm at. Outside of, lunch, whatever. You gonna know where I'm at. I communicate regardless if I make a move, but I told them I'm going. I remember one time I came in, the time I was juicing, and this person was like, I was like, well, I gotta go to the bathroom. It was like, but you just got here. And in my head, I'm like, what does me having to just get here have to do with anything about my bladder? And I didn't even respond. I'm just like, I'm going. Regardless, I don't care. Like, I don't know if that person was hungry that day, they was tight or something. But yeah, I'm gonna go when I go. So if you have that opportunity with your career, wherever you do, to get up and move, that's a part of the reason why there's a lot of things that I did not jump into for work wise, because I always think about liquids before I get a job. I'm like, would I be able to go to the bathroom as I please? Will I be able to find one? Will I be able to get to one within 30 minutes of drinking, within 45 minutes of drinking? Okay, no, it's not for me. Thank you. Make the space and the job um, um, accessible to the person who desires this type of position. Amen. Move on. So don't let your work um, make you depleted in water because I can't drink because X, Y, and Z. If you're in a position to be flexible, be able to get up and move, and that's another workout. So see, bam, drink your water, and that's it. So make sure you stay hydrated and stay high and keep hope alive. Teeny weeny afro or medium afro is here. I look forward to seeing my broccoli, how the broccoli grow. My head is like a stem. Get back to, see shorty back here? That's how my fro used to be. All right, peace.